Apparently, we're ready. Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 6. Hold on, I have two hands. Six of the Pop Culture Cult, also known as the PCC. We're doing it on a Monday this time because some people have a meeting tomorrow.
Hey, don't be a hater.
I'm not a hater. It gives me more time to read comics tomorrow. I have a whole stack of comics that I need to finish reading to get caught up on. Han Solo, Firefly, Spectrum. I'll get into it later. Anyways, today is a very important day in history because we are history nerds around here as well as pop culture geeks, cult, whatever you want to call us. Today is the 83rd anniversary of the end of Prohibition.
Yay!
Hold on, we're gonna celebrate accordingly. Blinkies!
Blinkies. In your face.
Fuckers. What were they called? The women's movement.
Women against...
what was it called? Oh, it's going to make me crazy. It's going to go on all day. All right, we'll put our beers down because we've been drinking all afternoon and we have a terrible idea. It's a really shitty thing when you have to take a day off of work to go Christmas shopping because you're so busy. Which is what happened on this side of the camera today. So we have some stuff we want to go over today. And we're doing a day early. And we're all waiting with bated breath for the Transformers. No?
No.
All right. We'll wait until that comes out because, I have things to say. All right. And we were watching Stranger Things, so hence the Stranger Things shirt because, we have the afternoon off and watching Stranger Things.
Way down there is 11.
11 upside down. So we're going to start off today with talking about the trailer for The Last of Us. It's a new video game. Okay, IPAs. Holy cow. Sorry. Don't drink IPAs and try to talk on the internet, but people. Important things to learn. The Last of Us trailer came out this weekend. It's a new video game coming out in the middle of next year. And I've heard nothing but good things about the first one. And then we saw the trailer, and it looks amazing. And so we went and watched some live gameplay from E3 from when they did the premiere of the last game. And we both went, yeah. So what do you think of the new gameplay of the...
Well, I don't know. We don't know if it is gameplay, right? So
that's true.
So
the trailer didn't have a whole lot of gameplay, but it looked really awesome.
It looked amazing. Yeah. So we might have to get the first one and play through it. And
I wonder if we can get it on is it GameBox or GameCube or where you do the rentals. I'm probably a little late now in the game to get that, but it's like Redbox but for video games. And you think for a pop culture video blog, we'd actually know this shit, but I can't remember what it's called. Gamefly! Haha! See? So what happens when you drink all afternoon?
Yes, you probably can get it on Gamefly.
Might be able to get it on Gamefly, so we'll have to try and see if we can get it on that. One of our favorite Netflix shows, it's called Sense8. It is brought to you by the guys, now the girls, the Wachowskis, who were guys...
One guy and one girl.
No, the other one's going through the transition too.
Oh, alright.
Because...
Okay. Good for you.
Because and they were the Wachowskis were the ones who brought us The Matrix and Jupiter Ascending, and they bring us Sense8. And Sense8 is really interesting. There's these 8 people, and they're all connected with each other, and they're all over the world. And there's this bad guy who's trying to take over them because they have this extrasensory abilities and things that they can do. It's a great show. You have to kind of force your way through the first couple of episodes.
Well, I wouldn't say force. It's just you just don't know what's going on.
Yeah, okay, that's a better way of putting it. Yeah,
you
need about three and a half episodes before you really get to the point where you're like, okay, I think I understand what's going on. But once you get into it, oh boy. And it came out a while ago that they were doing a second season. They've been working on the second season for a really long time. It's a really hard thing to shoot because they take the entire cast and the entire film crew and everything and go around the world and film in those different locations. And so it's a long filming process, but the end product is amazing. And so it came out last week that they're going to do a 2-hour holiday special, Christmas special. And it's going to come out on the 23rd on Netflix. And then season 2 is going to do 10 episodes. I think the first season was 10 episodes too.
Yeah, about that.
That. And that's coming out in May 5th. And so it's one of those shows that we really thought was really interesting. And it's a different kind of view on a television show. Much like Stranger Things on Netflix kind of allows them to do some different things. Sense8 definitely outside the box. That's not anything that could have been done on FX or HBO or Showtime or anything like that. It had to be on Netflix. It had to be on Amazon. The orgy scene is worth it. Not because of that. It's just the stuff that's going on. It's just you have to go watch the show. Get your way through
Spoilers.
The first couple. It's not a spoiler. It's been on Netflix for a year. It's been all over the internets. So at this point in time, it's not really spoilers. Go watch it. We're really looking forward to the Christmas special. We didn't think anything was going to happen, and they're doing a 2-hour Christmas special. So that was kind of out of the blue. We thought we wanted to share that. Some movie stuff they wanted to get into before we get back into TV. Aquaman with Jason Momoa.
Yay!
It finally got a release date, and it's going to be October 5th of 2018, which is too goddamn long. Now, the DC movie universe has been
iffy at best.
Iffy. I was going to say, iffy. Although the director's cut of Batman vs Superman is pretty good.
Yeah,
it's pretty much worth watching. The theatrical cuts on HBO, skip that. Go watch the director's cut. And Suicide Squad, although I liked it, it had huge holes in it. It's worth the watch for Margot Robbie and Will Smith. But this thing, you know what I'm talking about. This thing can die in a grease fire. Yeah, you'll know. If you've seen Suicide Squad, you know what we're talking about. So. But Aquaman is coming out. We have Justice League and The Batman with Ben Affleck coming out before that. But Aquaman, it's going to come out in 3D ocean splashing.
Well, I don't know. Is he going to spend all his time in the water?
Well, I don't know. Interesting. But we're looking forward to that. We're only going to bring this up because I want to watch my wife's reaction. They're going to make a live-action Barbie movie. With Amy Schumer. Aren't you excited?
Hard pass.
Wow, hard pass. You're not a Barbie girl?
In a Barbie world?
I was just going to start singing. You want me to start singing?
No.
Okay. Yeah, they're going to do a live-action Barbie movie. Because if you put Barbie on something and and people are going to complain, and there's going to be riots and picketing because Barbie apparently is the devil. Whatever. But I just wanted to put that on there because I wanted to watch her face because she's not a Barbie girl.
Okay.
Okay. Go.
Amy Schumer, is she playing Barbie?
Yes.
Okay.
Hold on, let me give him a beer.
I'm all for. I think Amy Schumer is great. Go girl. But she doesn't fit the Barbie proportions at all.
I read something or heard something that they were gonna do like she lived in this princess world as Barbie and she didn't fit the requirements to be that, and so they kick her out, and so then she has to come. Which I think there's like 70 movies that fits that criteria for the girl or the guy who doesn't quite fit into what's supposed to happen, and then they come back and they're all gone.
All right. Let little girls watch it.
Okay. Fine. I'm sure it's gonna be with Amy Schumer. I'm sure it's gonna be a little girl movie. Moving on to more important things. Rogue One. Woohoo! Today's the 11 days. 11 days. Yes, I've been counting down since like June.
Yes.
Maybe May.
Maybe when last December when
After Force Awakens came out,
Yeah.
we're all like, now we're ready for the next one. So Rogue One, StarWars.com had an interview with Gareth Edwards, who's the director, and they announced they're going to do a live stream of the red carpet like they did with Force Awakens, which should be really cool. That way we get all the live interviews from the red carpet and all the stuff that goes on before. They're not closing down a whole section of Hollywood and having 4 or 5 theaters showing the movie. They're just doing I think it's Man's Chinese, although it says in a surprise location.
Oh.
Okay, I've seen.
Maybe it'll be here.
That would be awesome.
Right, because anybody comes here.
Well, Wolverine was here.
Well, that's true.
And remember they did the Wolverine, and then we had a local DJ walk around with a Wolverine outfit on that wasn't
Didn't
big
fit
enough
him.
for him, and you could see all of him. Look it up. It's bad. But they're going to do that. That is on December... it says December 2nd. I know that's not right. It's December... What's next
9th?
Monday? 9th?
Well, a week from this.
It'd be the Monday and Tuesday next week. So they're going to do it on the Rogue One Twitter page. I'm sure StarWars.com will have a link to it. I'm pretty sure if you're on Twitter or Facebook, there'll be links to it everywhere. Definitely worth the watch. You're not going to get a whole lot out of it, although there's been some featurettes that came out recently for the last couple of days. We have been avoiding it like the plague because at this point in time, I've seen everything. I saw the last trailer. I've seen everything I need to see. I read Catalyst, and I don't want to read, hear anything else until after the movie because I just don't want it to be. I don't want it to affect me any more than I already.
Well, we have to watch it and see what everybody wears, right?
Well, but the red carpet's not going to give anything away from the movie. It better not. Or I'm going to shoot Gareth Edwards because he's been running his mouth for the last 3 days with all the freaking panels and stuff that they've been doing everywhere. And on Facebook and freaking StarWars.com and like StarWars.com on Twitter posted everybody leaving the hall from their live stream, going through Lucas Studios, fucking Mecca. Everybody's leaving out, and there's a Rogue One poster, giant, like, floor-to-ceiling Rogue One poster of the AT-AT walking across the beach. And every one of the stars came out and signed that poster.
That'd be cool.
And Alan Tudyk and Donnie Yen and Felicia Jones, everybody walked in. And each one of them was a 10-second clip from StarWars.com on Twitter. So you're sitting there scrolling through Twitter, and every 5 minutes, there's somebody else walking out to sign the goddamn... Stop! 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 Just show us the goddamn movie 11 fucking days. And we're seeing it twice in 3 days. Trending for $175 million, by the way, on the opening weekend. We'll do that one first. So I kind of joked about the Transformers thing that's supposed to be out today. It's 7:05 here locally. We still don't have anything. The Mummy. The Mummy trailer came out. I did a trailer reaction to it yesterday, and we've watched it a couple times. What do you think of the Mission Impossible Mummy?
Mission Impossible, the Mummy version. What?
Is it too Tom Cruise-y?
That's
what I asked. Is actually I asked you guys if it's too Tom Cruise-y.
Yeah. I don't know. What do you know from the trailer?
Nothing.
There's a mummy. There's a plane crash. The mummy ends up in England, I guess, London.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise is dead, but he's not dead.
The guys at Collider were bitching about him screaming when the plane was crashing, like a little bitch. You would scream like a little bitch too.
If you were about to die.
If you were about to die, Capia. I'm calling out your name.
The special effects in the plane crash were pretty cool. Everybody bouncing around. I mean, obviously they had to figure out how to do that,
yeah.
right? And then
it looked very much practical, like the the beginning of Dark Knight Rises when Bane takes over the plane. Very practical effects from that. So that the practical effects thing kind of was cool, but I just I don't know.
Well, when you first said that they bought the rights or whatever to all the old movies, so the Mummy
Yeah.
and the Invisible Man and all that, I was actually kind of hoping for remakes of those movies, but that's not at all what this is.
Yeah,
Gonna be.
it's not set in period. It's modern times version of the classic monster movies, and Mummy better be scary. So that's been my biggest thing. The Mummy better be scary. It's Sofia Vergara. Um,
Shimotep was that?
Shimotep with the guys from Collider.
She's being called Shimotep now.
Shimotep. Yeah. There's also one of the trailer reactions by Guido from Star Wars. Fucking hilarious. That's totally worth. But let's get on to the really important trailer. The Baby Groot, the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 trailer. It's a teaser trailer. It's got everything you need in it. It's got action. It's got Star-Lord putting the freaking mask on. It's got Drax making fun of Star-Lord. It's got Gamora. It's got everybody
Rocket.
fighting. It's got Rocket. And Baby Groot. If you have not been on Facebook or Twitter for the last 3 days, every time I put it on, there's something else about Baby Groot. Fuck! Come on! Now, after they did a teaser trailer and Hall H at the Marvel panel at San Diego Comic-Con, and everybody who left that panel said that everybody's going to love Baby Groot.
I loved Baby Groot in the last one.
And he was in it for like, what, 3 minutes?
Yeah, dancing to Michael.
We actually even have... Look, Groot's right... The dancing Groot is right there. I would zoom in the camera, but it doesn't zoom. But we have Groot on here this time. What did you... from the teaser, what did you think?
Now. Is it May yet?
May.
Now?
May.
I can't wait. I can't... somebody said, I love the soundtrack. I'm hoping that Google Music last time put the Volume 1 out there for free, and it was good. We downloaded it. It's awesome. Listen to it a lot.
Play the shit out of it.
I'm really hoping that they do that again.
Yeah.
But I can't wait.
Yeah. Yeah, we really like Guardians of the Galaxy. It's one of those, like Doctor Strange, it was a Marvel property that wasn't in the normal kind of thing. They took a huge risk on it. It's made $1 gazillion. They're making number 2. I'm interested to see how it fits in the MCU with all the stuff that's going on with Infinity War and everything.
Of course it fits. It's Thanos.
Well, right, but it's coming out before they get to Infinity War.
Oh.
So I'm interested to see kind of... if you've seen Guardians of the Galaxy, spoiler alert, one of the gems is actually there. And Thanos' glove, and he says, "Fine, I'll do it myself." And so I'm interested to see now Guardians of the Galaxy 2 how it inserts in that timeline, getting ready for Infinity War, which comes out in, I want to say, summer of 2018, which was going to be 2 movies, and now it's 1. I don't know. Anyways, but Guardians of the Galaxy 2, we have a trailer reaction. Go to our YouTube page at Pop Culture Cult, and you'll be able to find it, and tell us what you think of the trailer.
And watch it over and over again. Because Baby Groot.
And Baby Groot, and share it with all of your friends, and subscribe to our channel. I'm gonna keep plugging that until we get to 100 people by Memorial Day weekend. So what we're gonna spend the rest of the show talking about was the Arrowverse super duper uber 4-way crossover on the CW with Supergirl, Flash, Arrow, and Legends of Tomorrow, also known as Guardians of the Timeline, because we've been talking about Guardians of the Galaxy.
Doctor Who.
Or Doctor Who.
The other version.
The American version of Doctor Who. Not Librarians, it's a different version of Doctor Who. We started off with the first episode. We don't watch Supergirl. It's not in our sphere of influence, for lack of a better term. neither one of us is big superhero or Superman. We're big superhero fans. We're not big Superman, Supergirl people. Although we do have a grandson named Clark.
Right.
But that's a different story. And Bruce. We have twins, Bruce and Clark. Figure it out. And so we don't watch Supergirl. So we watched the Supergirl episode, and it was a regular, just Supergirl episode. From what everybody said, it's a really important episode. There's a bunch of stuff that happens for the show. For the crossover, it was the last 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And
just fast forwarded.
That's it.
Well, there was right in the beginning, I don't want to spoil it, but there's a disturbance during dinner.
Oh, that's right. There's a disturbance during dinner.
And you're like, okay, what was that? And everybody was like, what was that? And then they move on, and then it's the rest of the show until the very end.
Although her cooking a turkey dinner with her X-ray vision was kind of interesting, or the lasers or whatever. That was kind of funny.
And I liked her. I liked her character, and I like her in the other in the other shows. And I don't know, maybe that's why they did this, to get more people interested in Supergirl.
Well, one of the things that kind of was that I kind of thought about was the idea of this is the first season on the CW. She was on CBS.
Oh,
Supergirl was on CBS. It's the first season that it's on the CW, and it's 7 episodes in or 6 episodes into the season, and so the whole interaction between the two universes doesn't really exist a whole lot yet.
Well, because she's on Earth 38.
38, which we'll get into in Flash here in a second. But yeah, but the episode was okay. Yeah, not in our lexicon, not in our sphere of influence. And so it was all right. It was cool.
It was okay.
Girls loving girls, cool. Aliens, whatever, cool. And then Flash. Okay, so it's been 7 days since we watched Flash. 8 days since we watched Flash.
First of all, can everybody get off of Barry's butt?
No, Wally.
No,
Barry. Yes.
Barry's
Okay.
butt.
Yes. I was going to talk about Wally. You're going to talk about Barry. Okay.
He made a mistake.
Yes.
Flashpoint happened. He came back. He tried to fix it. He thought it was all good. It wasn't all good. Move on, people.
Move on.
Poor guy.
Decisions you make. Really important thing happens towards the end of the Arrow episode, and it's Oliver and Barry talking, and it's not really a spoiler if you haven't watched at this point in time. Okay, spoilers. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so there's a scene at the end where they're reading the newspaper like they do in the first season of Flash, and Oliver has this really important talk with Barry about the decisions that Oliver has made and how it's affected everything that's happened to him in his whole life, and how he's actually had to deal with them. And although he wishes it would have gone differently, which is important for the Arrow episode, he would still make the same decisions, and that he needs to be able to live with those decisions. And so them picking on Barry, the whole Arrow or the whole Flash group really getting on Barry. It's been 8 episodes. I know it's 8 because it's season 3, episode 8, 38. So it was one of those things that it's going to kind of go on for a little bit more, but I think people are starting, the group is kind of maybe starting to get over it. The thing that's really killing me is them picking on Wally, because Kid Flash now has abilities, and they keep telling him that he can't go out and do stuff because he's just a kid, he can't do all this stuff. But Flash gets everybody together. Aliens show up. The Dementors show up. They make a really good job. They do a really good job of going and getting Oliver and Diggle and saving them. I actually think that's in the Arrow episode, but it's kind of it's timey-wimey and bullshit. But they do a really good job of forming the team, getting everybody together. They've got the Arrow group, they got the Flash group, they get the Legends of Tomorrow, they send a message through time. Not really sure how, they really didn't explain it very well. They go and get Supergirl from Earth 38. They get it all together on this hangar. which conveniently looks like
The Hall of Justice.
the Hall of Justice. Which I didn't figure out until like 15th time I've seen it on some reaction video of what was going on. It was like, oh my god, it's the Hall of Justice. See what happens when you're not paying attention the whole time, or you're trying to look at all the other stuff that's going on. So, what did you think of the Flash episode? We're trying not to give out spoilers, but we're trying to talk about what happened.
It's already. I liked it. Like I said, I tired. Move on. Tired of them picking on Barry.
Yeah.
You know, Wally. I don't know. See, Wally doesn't bother me as much as Barry does, but I thought it was good.
The whole mind control and how they kind of, I mean, they've shown it in the previews, the mind control, how they all fighting against each other, and the two. One of my favorite things was the powered people were fighting Barry, and the human people were fighting Oliver, and they were chasing each other around, and they did a really good job of like kind of separating the group into fights that actually would make sense.
Right.
You know, Barry would actually be able to fight Firestorm and Supergirl and the Atom and stuff like that, and Barry would definitely have an upper hand on Diggle and Speedy and Sarah and stuff. And so it actually, the way they did it was really, really well done. And the Dementors were the special effects, which we'll talk about more in the Legends episode, are just really, really good, and they did a really good job.
They're creepy.
And they're creepy, yeah. So I was really, really impressed. I was really happy with Flash. And then we had Arrow. My favorite DC Universe show is Arrow. The reason I love Arrow is there's actual continuous interpersonal conflict within each other. One of my complaints about Flash is that, except for what's going on with Barry and Wally, is I have a problem with you. And then you say, well, I have a problem with you. And then we say, are we okay? Yes, we're okay. And then they go on with the episode, and there's no continuous like issue. Now we got like, you know, this thing that's going on with Barry and Wally and Flash. That's kind of a continuous thing, but they're overplaying it. Arrow, like there's always conflict within each other. They're always worried. And Speedy quit because she couldn't deal with all the stuff that was going on anymore, and the personal strife that Oliver has to go through, and all this stuff, which is a huge deal in the Arrow episode. Spoilers. There's no way of talking about this episode without having spoiler. Wow. Okay, spoilers. Everybody understand? 3, 2, 1. Okay, they get kidnapped by the Dementors, and they're on a spaceship, and then they're putting in this dream state. And in the dream state, the episode of Arrow starts like the beginning of every season starts with Oliver running through the jungle or the bush or whatever. And normally he comes out at some point and there's a big conflict at the beginning of the season. Well, in this episode, he's running through the bushes and all of a sudden he's at the Queen estate, which got destroyed in season 2 by I think it was season 2 when Slade killed his mom. 2, 3, something like that. So, and now all of a sudden Oliver is getting married, and Laurel Lance is back, except she's not the Canary, and Oliver's parents
are back.
And Speedy's there, and as the episode goes along, and as Oliver and Speedy and Diggle and Sarah and Ray Palmer touch something, have a memory of something, they start remembering other things that happened outside of this makeshift life. And they have to make a decision to not stay in that life. It's a perfect life. Oliver gets the girl, he gets Laurel, who he marries in the comics. Both of his parents are alive. His sister loves him. Sarah gets her sister back. Ray gets his company, and he's engaged to Felicity. Diggle actually gets to be the Green Arrow, and so that all that stuff is kind of it's everything they all want, and they have to give it all up. And the probably the most emotional scene in all 5 seasons of Arrow is Oliver having to actually getting the chance to say goodbye to his parents. And I told you spoilers, so if you're still fucking watching and complaining, then shut your mouth.
I don't know. It's toss up between that and him saying goodbye to Laurel again.
Yeah, again. Although it's tough. See, I took it as he had the chance to say goodbye to Laurel.
But he said goodbye to her when she was dying.
Right.
It's not like he didn't get the chance to. I mean, he did get the chance to say goodbye to his parents.
He did not. But this time he definitely got to do it.
But it was still like again. Once isn't hard enough. Now you got to do it again.
There's this awesome scene towards the end of Arrow where each of the 5 who got kidnapped have to face their own boss, their own demon.
Enemy.
And their own enemy. So Oliver had to go against Deathstroke / Slade. Speedy had to go against Malcolm. Diggle and Ray Palmer both won. Diggle won against the Hive members, and Ray had to go against members from the Mirakuro guys who killed his wife. And then Sarah had to go against, why is his name escaping me? Magic. Oh, where is he? His name is escaping me. 3. Oh, it's coming to me. But they all had to fight those who they had demons with. And they had to go through the whole fight and everything. And then they got done with that. And then the final boss was Laurel, and having to say goodbye to Laurel while she stood on the steps at Queen Mansion. I want to call it McQueen Mansion, but I know that's not right. But Queen Mansion, and in her wedding dress, I'm crying. It's all the feels, all the tears. Just I love that show. It was the 100th episode, so everybody was back in it. They even did holograms of Tommy and Rory, and like Oliver got the okay to go on and do all this. It was just so good. And then they wake up and they're on a spaceship. Hand starts space battles because space battles are always awesome. And
Arrow in space.
And so that's the Arrow episode is amazing. That's probably my favorite of the 4.
Yeah.
You have anything else you want to add to that?
No, I think you.
I my favorite episode, period. And then we had Legends of Tomorrow as the final act, and the Wave Runner makes an appearance, and they go back in time to fight the Dementors during World War II, and then those who went back end up getting kidnapped by Men in Black. FBI.
Yeah.
CIA.
X-Files.
I mean, he is wearing horn-ridden glasses. I was asking if he was Noah Bennett from Heroes. And so
the Watchers.
The Watchers. However you want to kind of whatever. They didn't really explain it. And then they build a weapon to go against the Dementors, and it eliminates them, and there's this big epic scene on a rooftop with all of the heroes together, fighting together, and it was just a really good conclusion. Not the emotional stuff that we got from Arrow and Flash, but it was still a really good conclusion to everything. And then they got together in the Hall of Justice and had a big party and got medals from the new president. And then there's like, Felicity and Supergirl looking at each other, and they look like twins. And Felicity makes some comment about it's kind of like looking in a mirror. So what did you think of the Legends finale?
Oh, I thought it was good. It definitely pulled in the Legends portion of it. Cisco and Felicity on the Wave Runner tripping out. On
Felicity not able to speak is hilarious. Like more than normal kind of speak.
Yeah, because of all the tech and the gadgets and everything. That was pretty cool. So yeah.
Yeah. I really liked that episode, but again, Arrow, because it was the 100th episode of Arrow, and so There used to be a thing that if you've got 100 episodes, you got to go into syndication. I don't know if that exists anymore, but
Oh,
it's already on syndication on TNT.
yeah.
So
And with Netflix and everything, I don't know if that applies
yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
But
What did you think of the crossover as a whole? Do you think it was really cool? You think they need to do? You think they need to do it again? They're gonna do it again. The ratings were huge for the
yeah,
CW.
I thought it was great. I wish that they would have incorporated more into the Supergirl portion of it and made it truly a 4
Yeah,
episode
she
crossover.
was in the other 3 episodes, but the Supergirl episode itself could have
Yeah,
been
I mean,
more.
it was
Yeah.
we didn't even need that episode. It could have been 3.
Yeah,
And they just
yeah,
did a quick, we're going to go grab her, bring her in, and use her.
yeah.
So it would be awesome to have a little bit more on the Supergirl stuff.
This week is all this mid-season finales going on this week. And we're gonna do our best to catch up on all of that. Same with Agents of Shield is the mid-season finales this week. We'll do a big.
I don't know what they're gonna do top last week, but okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Mac as Ghost Rider.
Spoilers.
Just saying. Just it's been a week, people. If you haven't watched it already, it's been all over the internet. So if you haven't heard it already, and so we'll try to do something about that, and then we'll be a week out from. We'll be actually less than that from Rogue One next week, and I'm really excited. And we'll get into the Christmas season, and we're gonna do our best to do some episodes through the holiday season. It's it's hard with family and travel and stuff like that. We won't be able to do as much as we want to, and really, there's not much going to be going on. So, you have anything else you want to add this week?
Nope.
Did we miss anything?
Nope.
I think it's everything we wanted to cover. What did you guys think? Did you like the 4-way crossover? You're looking forward to the Barbie movie? No. Baby Groot. Did you like Sense8, that kind of thing?
Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa. Come on, he's got to have his shirt off half the movie. Amber Heard's in that movie too.
Okay.
So
all right, there you go. You've got something too.
All right. So, what do you guys think? Get a hold of us on Facebook at the Pulp Culture Cult. We're on Instagram, Pop Culture Cult 1. You think I would know this by now in 6 episodes in. And on the Twitters on Pop_Cult 1. Tell us what you think. Like the video, share it, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and let us know what you think. And until next week, good night now.
Well, at least that wasn't weird.